going 1500 RPM, and I'll floor it now.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back, got the Suicid MX3 all together with the new turbo setup. I'm very pumped. I also have my new wastegate setup so I can run 5 PSI to 30 PSI. So I can run really low PSI in first to second and then give it all the beans from third, fourth, fifth, whatever, right? Everything is different now, so I've gotta go and try it. Simple as that. I'm gonna take it around the block a couple times, breaking the engine. I have to be on and off the throttle quite a bit to get the revolutions all randomized and breaking those rings. So I'm gonna fire it up, let it warm up for like maybe a minute or two, and then just take it right out and break in the engine, see what happens with the tune. I'm just gonna start with the tune I had with the old turbo and see where I get with that. And then I'll be able to make adjustments from there. I took a little bit of timing out already just so in case this turbo makes way more power, which it should, I'll be safe. So I took out 5 degrees of timing. Nothing's gonna hurt doing that, just being a little safe.
Sounds good. It definitely builds boost quick, man. I made power there. This thing is rowdy. It's making boost in a spot where I never would have. So that's obviously a huge gain. Making power. The new brakes I put on are excellent. Nobody even looks at this thing. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a punch and see what boost it makes. That was about, I think, 8 PSI. So we're not quite making 5. That's okay. But it sounds awesome. Who cares, right? And it lights up like right away. Watch. This is in third gear going 1500 RPM. And I'll floor it now. From having such low RPM and not much time in between, it's building boost quite quickly. I'm just gonna go down to the end of the street once more. I am so impressed with the log, okay? Just from going, I'm gonna tell you about it and then I'm gonna show you the map. So coming out of my driveway, I was at 1200 RPM, okay? And I was at 15% throttle going through the gears, quote unquote. So I was starting to just get up to speed and go around the block, right? And I was at 1200 RPM once I hit the throttle, and I was only at 14%. And by the time I was at 1400 RPM, I was starting to make boost at 1400 RPM, 0.1 of a PSI. So starting to make boost. So let's keep going up. So at 1500 RPM, at 20% throttle, like literally 20% throttle, this thing's cracked this open, it made 0.8 of a PSI. So almost 1 PSI at 1500 RPM at 20% throttle. And then I held the throttle wide open at 100% until 4000 RPM, and I was at 5 PSI, which is my max boost that I was commanding. I'm trying to make it go from 5 PSI to 30 PSI and be able to tune it from there. But it seems like I'm already overshooting it. But I'm making boost at like extremely low RPM. And if I had higher duty into it, it would just build boost way quicker. So like this turbo is gnarly, man. Absolutely gnarly. This is really gonna show how good my turbo kit is that I made for the equal length. Dude, it's making boost at like 1500 RPM. 1500 RPM. You have to be kidding me. So on that whole drive, the max boost I saw was 8.7 PSI, which is obviously a low amount of boost, which is good. But I'm trying to get even lower PSI to be able to control launching very, very well. That's the goal, and really test out those axles, if you know what I'm saying. All right, guys, I'm literally gonna drive this thing around, have some fun, and see what happens. Make some adjustments on the tune. Break the engine in, not get in trouble. Let's do it all. So I want to turn it up a bit and see what happens. After I make sure that this is the air fuel that I want. Make sure the tune's pretty close. And it seems like the adjustments I made are very good. So what I did was I just took the whole scale and took out some percentage. That did. Highest boost was 6 PSI, and my fueling's looking good. I'm running about 11 flat. I'm gonna go on a couple other pulls just to make sure. Oh boys, looking good. So I'm gonna turn up the boost a bit. So I'm at 0 duty. Now I'm gonna go to 10 duty. See what it does for boost. Probably nothing. Okay, guys, woohoo! Like that did nothing to the duty. Now 20% duty cycle. So I need to keep going up in duty and finding out what it needs to get to, right? By the way, everything's working really good since the engine swap. Like, drove just like it did. Pretty happy with that. 6 PSI at 20 duty. Let's try 40 duty. 45, let's say. I think it's gonna need over 50 to make more power. I think we saw 9 PSI there. 8.4. She came to see my car.